What is good, you guys? This is your man AD from the DC Reptile Zoo, and I'm back to you guys with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing an unboxing video on this box right here. I honestly don't know what's in it. I got an idea, possibly, but it can be two things. It can be some popcorn or a cleanup crew, but we're gonna find out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Hey, it's the best kept secret.
Alright, everybody, so without further ado, let's go ahead and open the box. If you guys are wondering why this silver aluminum tape is on it, I did this, and that's just because I don't want nobody, you feel me, knowing my address or whatever like that.
Boy, if you don't...
It doesn't say what's in it. Usually when I order stuff or when I get stuff, it'll say on the label who it's coming from at least, but it does say who it's coming from, but it doesn't say like a company name or anything like that. So I don't know if it's popcorn or what it might be. The reason I keep saying popcorn, because I just ordered some popcorn for my niece to support her. But yeah, so let's go ahead and open it. It's not gonna use that one. And I know it's nothing live, obviously. Like, this is kind of like a reptile channel, you could say. But it's not nothing live, because if it was, I would hope whoever it's coming from, they would write live animal or something like that on the box. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but let's read the invoice. Okay, I know who this is from now. So, background on this package. So I breed springtails and isopods, but I like to get my springtails and isopods from different places. Let's tell you guys the name of the company and everything once I take them out. But let's just look over the box first. So the box and everything look good from what I can tell. Like, it look good. I mean, it is live stuff in here, but it's not nothing that's super that you have to worry about. But something I've never seen them, well, anybody really do before, is this little insert, this like aluminum bubble foam insert. I ain't never seen that getting no bugs before, but it's dope. It makes sense. Usually people use like styrofoam or something like that, but this is dope. So we got some paper. Don't need that. Basura. And then that's what I need. Basura. I'm gonna keep this. This is dope to me. I don't know why, but this is just like, it's amazing me right now. Oh yeah, it's lit, literally. But so what I got a 25 count of some dwarf purple isopods. And to those of you that don't know what isopods are a form of a cleanup crew for bioactive enclosures like this one or like this one right here. What they do, they basically break down the organic matter inside the enclosure. So the dwarf purples, what they'll eat, they'll typically, when I find them, I'll find them around this piece of wood right here, or I'll find them under the rocks or something like that. But I drop zucchini and squash in that cage every so often so they can have something else to eat. But they break down the leaves inside the cage. They eat the leaves that fall off of these plants that are inside the enclosure. I even seen them, I don't know if they were just like gathering on it or if they were eating it, but I even seen them like ganged up on a shed 2 days ago. I was gonna record that, but I caught it kind of late, so it is what it is. But yeah, I got a count of 25 dwarf purple isopods. The thing about the dwarf purples, right? So a lot of times when people get them, the initial thing that they think, oh, they're dead. Well, I'm looking in here and okay. Yeah, I'm looking in here and I see a lot of movement. Yeah, I see a lot of movement. And that's a good sign to me. There's a couple of springtails in here too with them. Springtails, that's just another form of a cleanup crew. I actually have a couple of cultures of everything, but I mean, from what it is, it's just a 25 count. I found it, the people that I got it from is Critter Direct, and I didn't go to their actual website. They have a thing on Amazon where they're basically like a third party and they sell through Amazon. And I got them through Amazon because it was $26. So I paid an extra $1 for Isopod. Like, I don't care. Like, it wasn't a bad deal to me, and that's dope because one of them is out. I don't think y'all can see it, but that little thing on my finger right there, that is a dwarf purple isopod. A lot of people don't like the dwarf purples. A lot of people prefer to have the dwarf whites, and that's because the dwarf whites breed a lot faster than the dwarf purples. But this right here doesn't even, honestly, this doesn't look like a dwarf purple. It looks like a juvenile powder orange. But then again, it might just be a light phase dwarf purple. Either way, it's still dope. I don't care. I have my breeding colony of dwarf purples right here. Some that's already established. So what I'm gonna do, all the ones that's in this little deli cup right here, I'm gonna just dump the whole deli cup in there and let them do what they do. People ask me why I put a screen over it and why I move that wood back and forth. One reason, not the screen, but the reason why I put the plastic over top is because I like to keep the humidity up inside. Mind you, they're not like a super high humidity species of isopods. Yeah, they're not a super high humidity species of isopods. Like, they need some humidity, but it's not dire. And these guys actually work better, from what I found at least. They work better in and maybe like they work better in higher humidities, higher heats. So this enclosure right here, I keep it at the top of my closet. Top of my closet reads at like 75 degrees. 75 is kind of low to get them to breeding as fast as they can. Usually to breed them faster, you want to keep them in like the 80s or something like that. But I just keep them on my top of my closet. This room is hot because I have the heater on, and then from the lights and all the heat mats and everything like that, just making the room hotter. So I just keep them in my closet. Closet reads at 75 degrees. This culture has been booming. Like, they're so small, me actually showing you would not do justice. But just look at the wood. Like, you can't see it, that's the thing, but this wood is covered with dwarf purples, and they're literally like falling off the wood onto the table. But I mean, it is what it is. This is the end of the video. It was just unboxing. I will drop the link below to Critter Direct and shop with them. I mean, usually when I get my stuff, the temperature outside is pretty good too. So I don't know if that's something that they look into before they ship, but I mean, I have no complaints about them. So I will drop a link to their Amazon page in the description below. You guys can go check them out if you want to. They don't have just dwarf purples. They have springtail cultures. Oh yeah, them things is nice.